Hello, humans. It's not Martine, it's just Lizzie. And welcome to another installment of the 12 More TBRs of Friendship. So, different intro. We are here because Martine, just Martine, a dear friend of mine, an excellent booktuber. Every year, Martine does a video series called the 12 TBRs of Christmas, where throughout the year, she reads books for 12 different secret TBR videos, and then they put them together all at the end of the year to go up the days from Christmas and 12 days after Christmas. The 12 days of Christmas. We get 12 videos from Martine. They're always wacky, fun concepts. Love them very much. Several of Martine's besties, including myself, have decided to do a surprise secret project for Martine where we do 12 more secret TBR videos to go up after Martine's 12 TBRs. And my assigned concept is Dollar Tree books. If you are not familiar with Martine's channel and Martine's content, by the way, you should be. Link down below, subscribe to Martine. Martine does Dollar Tree book hauls. They're a staple on their channel, where Martine will go to the Dollar Tree, buy a bunch of books, and then she'll add up how much she saved and tell us all about it. In this video, I'm going to do a Dollar Tree shopping vlog, a Dollar Tree book haul, and a reading vlog of those books all in one. So, I went on my Dollar Tree expedition this morning. My goal was to get 5 or 6 books that I was genuinely interested in for $1.50 each. Books at the Dollar Tree went up to $1.50. I'm filming this in August, and that change happened really recently. And I'm just going to show you how that went.
Dollar Tree number 1. It's really quiet in here. It looks like we've got some coloring books, some children's story books. Okay, over here. Let me see what we've got.
Hello, car update. I literally got 4 books at the very first Dollar Tree. I was really, truly expecting to have to go to like 7 Dollar Trees to get 6 books. So we're going to another one because I only have 4. But like there were more I could have picked. Like I had a choice. The cashier lady told me that they just put out new books. So I guess like I just came at a good time. But wow, what a successful Dollar Tree. And that was the one that was like closest to my house. So very convenient. I feel like Martine is onto something with this Dollar Tree thing, because like I got 4 books that I'm like actively excited about. The books are $150 now, not $125, but I paid like $6.23 or something, so that's pretty solid, if I do say so myself.
Dollar Tree number 2. Literally all we have here. Dollar Tree number 2 is children's books and the Bible, so this one's a bust. Dollar Tree number 3. I found this book, which is by Victoria Aveyard, who is like a super popular author. And I would definitely get it, but it's the sequel, but like proof that good books can be found at the Dollar Tree.
Okay, welcome back for the haul. As you saw, we went to 3 Dollar Trees. The first one I got 4 books. The second one was a total bust, no books. The third one, I got my final 2 books for a 6-book TBR for this video. And I'm going to take you through them and tell you how much I saved. So, in no particular order, we have Liar's Beach by Katie Cotugno. Liar's Beach. This is a young adult mystery thriller. I don't know much about any of these, so I'll give you a synopsis once I've read it. But it seems it's set in Martha's Vineyard, and it seems like we have this visitor, like scholarship kid, goes on vacation with one of his boarding school friends' families kind of vibe. Like rich doesn't fit in with the rich kids, and then there's some sort of mystery going on. Love a YA mystery thriller from time to time. So I purchased this for $1.50. It was published in 2023, originally selling for $18.99. And if you go on Amazon right now today, it costs $10.31. But I got it for $1.50. What a bargain. Next, I picked up Laura Weisberger's Where the Grass is Green and the Girls Are Pretty. This is the author of The Devil Wears Prada, which I have not read, but I am familiar. It was published in 2021 and originally sold for $28. Nice hardback, known author, If you go on Amazon right now, it sells for $11.02. My impression of this synopsis-wise is that we've got two sisters, and one of the sisters has a teenage daughter, and it seems like it's very Gossip Girl. She has it all until XOXO Gossip Girl. I don't know. That's the vibe I get, but I'm excited to read it. Another bargain. And then I picked up Fierce Kingdom by Jen Phillips. This is about motherhood. It seems like a literary type thriller. Thriller vibes, but mostly literary. I don't know. I don't really know what it's going to be, but it's about this mom who has a 4-year-old and something happens at the zoo. That's all I know, but I'm intrigued. This was published in 2017. It originally sold for $25, and on Amazon today it costs $11.22. But I got it for $1.50. And then we've got On the Rooftop by Margaret Wilkerson Sexton. This is a 1950s historical fiction set in San Francisco. It's about these 3 sisters who are jazz singers. They have a little jazz trio. They're black women, I believe. And it's about gentrification, I think. And also just maybe coming of age, sort of. A moving family portrait. I don't know. This was published in 2022. It originally sold for $28.99, and on Amazon it is $11.85 today. But I got it for $1.50. And then, 5th book, we have, this one I had actually maybe heard of. I'm not quite sure. I feel like I've heard of it though. Other People's Clothes by Kala Henkel. This is a literary contemporary, another sort of XOXO Gossip Girl type vibe. We've got 2 friends. It seems like kind of a toxic friendship where they're young New York City. I don't know if it's actually New York City. Nope, Berlin. Young, city girl party vibes. I don't know. This was published in 2021. It was originally $28, and the hardcover on Amazon, the Amazon prices are all the hardcover price because all of these books are hardcover. But the hardcover for this book was $24.55. But I got it for $1.50. And our final book is Miss Aldridge Regrets. This is another historical set in London in 1936. But it's not just set in London, it's also set on a boat. And it's about a nightclub, jazz singer, another jazz singer book. And it's a thriller, mystery. The glittering RMS Queen Mary, a nightclub singer on the run. An aristocratic family with secrets worth killing for. So just seems like a vibe. This was published in 2022. It was originally $27, and on Amazon, the hardcover goes for $10.99. So here's the stack. 6 books from $3 trees, except actually really from $2 trees, because the second one, one of them had nothing. I spent $9.57 on these 6 hardcover books. Considering their original prices, I saved $146.41 by buying these at the Dollar Tree. And considering their Amazon prices, I saved $73.37 by buying these at the Dollar Tree. So I feel like 6 hardcover books for $9.57, an excellent haul. They're also like all books that I'm genuinely interested in, which I don't know, like I kind of wasn't expecting that. Even after watching so many Dollar Tree book hauls where Martine finds gems, like I don't know, but here we are. I will update you once I've read one of them. Hello, I have finished my first book for this video, and it was Liar's Beach by Katie Katugno. So this book is about this guy named Michael Linden, who is on scholarship at this like prep private school, and his prep school buddies all call him Linden, but his like mom calls him Michael. But no one at the school knows he's on scholarship, or that he's poor at all. They think he's like a rich guy, like them. And he gets invited to one of those prep school buddies' summer houses, or parents' summer house, on like in the Martha's Vineyard. Yeah, in Martha's Vineyard. And it's a mystery occurs. I don't know whether it tells you, someone is found unconscious in the pool after one of the Wild Rager teen parties. So this is a YA mystery. So we have the mystery of what happened to this guy. And we also have like a little bit of tension with the main character not wanting to be found out by his friends, especially because a childhood friend of his who knows that he's poor is also there, and the two of them are trying to solve this mystery together a little bit. It was fine. It was charming. It went really fast. It was pretty intriguing. I gave it 3 stars. It was good, but it was like kind of just okay. I'm not a huge, I say I'm not a huge YA reader anymore. I do read a lot of YA for the Throwback Book Club, but that's like throwback YA. It's different. And this was just okay for me. I liked it well enough, but it didn't blow my mind. And that's my first review. That's it. Hopefully I'll have a lot more to say about the next one. Hopefully there'll be a lot more meat on the bones of the next one, because I didn't feel like there were a lot of meat on this. There was a lot of meat on this book's bones, but that's okay. Not every book has to have meat on its bones. I don't know where I'm going with this analogy. Okay. First book down. Hello. I am doing a standing review today. In the style of Martine, we've got our Christmas tree on one side and the snowy outdoors on the other, so very much 12 TBRs of Christmas vibes. I'm here to review this book, Miss Aldridge Regrets by Louise Hare. So let me tell you the premise. So we have our character Lena Aldridge, and she gets an offer from a stranger to travel first class on a ship. It's 1936. She lives in London, 1936. She gets an offer from a stranger, someone she's never met before, but claims to know someone who knew her father. And he says, I have this role in a Broadway show for you. Why don't you travel first class on this ship to play this Broadway role to New York, to do this Broadway thing. Which, like, first of all, how gullible is she? Like, in what situation would you be like, this is not sketchy at all? Like, I just don't get it. And then basically she ends up tangled with this aristocratic family that's also on this ship. And also right before she leaves, there's like a murder in the club she previously worked at. And so it's like a mystery, historical jazz singer on a ship vibes, which like are great vibes. But firstly, I found the premise entirely implausible. Like, in what world would you not investigate at all before going on a ship to a country where you know no one with a stranger because you have a role in a Broadway show? Like, I understand she can't Google the show or Google the guy she's going to see, but like, come on. Like, she's got to do something. And so, but okay, the premise, whatever. The ending, the way it wrapped up, I was like, what? You know when you're reading a book and the twist is like not just a twist, it's like forget everything you've ever learned about this character. They were lying. And it's like, okay, they were lying, but like, I don't know. It just was like so not it for me. But premise and ending aside, I didn't hate the ride. Like, I enjoyed the ride. I enjoyed reading it. It was easy to read. The writing style was fine. Like, it kind of flew by. It was not bad in any way, except that the plot was kind of bad. Also, the way it wrapped up, like, if you've read this book, let me know, because I don't know if I can, like, properly discuss or say what I'm trying to say without spoilers, but there were so many things the author could have said with the ending or with this plot, and she ended up saying something totally different, which I didn't feel like, it felt, is this a white lady? No. Okay. But still, it felt a little bit, it can still feel, even if it's not written by a white lady, it felt white feminism-y in the way it was wrapped up. Just a little bit, but also I didn't like the ending for other reasons. So 2.5 stars for this one. I feel very strange doing this update standing up, honestly. I don't know if I'll do it again, but 2.5 stars for this one. On to the next. Hello, I actually have 3 books to review for you today, and I'm not going to like change my shirt between each one to pretend they're different days, but I am going to try to change locations for you for each one to at least give some visual interest. I finished these 3 books while I was traveling for the holidays, and I didn't want to do like hotel room updates or anything, so here we are reviewing them all. And the first one I'm going to review for you today is On the Rooftop by Margaret Wilkerson Sexton. So this I gave 3.5 stars. I thought the writing was really beautiful in places, but the ending was really not it for me. I don't know. Let me tell you what it was about first. This is a book about, it's set in the 1950s, in San Francisco, and we're following these 3 sisters and their mother. I feel like my camera is like drooping. That's okay. I'll droop with it. So we're following these 3 sisters, Ruth, Esther, and Chloe, and they are this musical group together, and they're managed by their mother. They're Black women in 1950s San Francisco, and they are this musical group. And really, it's very much like you get the sense very early on that this singing career musical group thing is like the mom's dream and not necessarily the daughter's dream. But the daughters all love their mother, and they do this. Some of them love it, some of them love it less, but they're doing this thing together. But it's really a book about like conflicting when people's dreams conflict and like parent versus child, like what is going on there. That's like kind of the themes, but it's also about gentrification. So they live in this neighborhood, and there's these white men coming in, like trying to buy up all the properties. And so there's that sort of the background to our story about the singing group. And I thought the writing was really lovely, like I said. There were some beautiful lines. I think Margaret Wilkerson Sexton can really write a sentence. And I did like it. But my main, I don't know, 3.5 actually seems high. I feel like maybe it should have been a 3-star. Because I didn't connect with the plot necessarily. And I also felt like the two threads, the gentrification thread and the thread about the music, were not woven together in a way that I felt was as effective as it could have been. And also the ending was really kind of sad and a little bit just kind of like, you know, like, and that's life, that's reality. But it just was, I would have appreciated more of a bang of an ending. But I did like it. 3 to 3.5 stars. Solid book from the Dollar Tree. Next up, I read Other People's Clothes by Kalia Henkel. This was my favorite I've read of the Dollar Tree books so far. And I think might be my favorite overall, but we'll see. I gave this 4 stars at the time, but it truly could be a 4.5. This is set in Berlin. It is about these 2 art students who do an exchange program in Berlin, and they like, the school thing is like barely there. Truly, they're just partying. And they're renting this apartment from this woman who is like a writer or something. And they're partying, they're clubbing, they are doing this stuff, and creepy things start to happen with this apartment, with their situation. And it ends up being sort of like psychological thriller. I thought it was so fun. I thought it was well written. I thought it was effective. And the ending just like was crazy in the best way. I don't have a lot to say about it that's not spoilery, but I loved this look into the Berlin club culture, and it made me really want to read Good Girl by Aria Aber, because I think that's also about the Berlin club scene. Yeah, I thought this was really fun. 4 to 4.5 stars. I should settle, but I think I'm going to settle on 4.5 stars. And there's a little bit more in the synopsis, but I think that gives too much away, so I'm not going to tell you, because I guess I read the synopsis when I bought it, but I didn't remember the synopsis by the time I read it, and I was so surprised by the turn that this took. So I do recommend going in blind if you decide to read this, and I do highly recommend it. And for our final review for today, there's one more book in this vlog, but for today, we've got Fierce Kingdom by Jen Phillips. Now, this book, truly, why did I pick it up? Like, why did I think I would like this? I don't know if, like, the synopsis didn't really because the Goodreads synopsis, if I had read that, I would not have chosen it. But, like, I guess the synopsis on the inside flap, I mean, I don't know. It just, okay, let me pitch it to you. This is about a mother and her son, her 4-year-old son, who get trapped in the zoo during an active shooter situation, and the whole book is 3 hours of them hiding from this shooter. Why on earth did I think I would like this? I don't know. And I didn't. I didn't like it. I thought it was written well, but it was just so miserable to read. Like, it was so tense in a way that, like with a child involved, why? Why did I pick this up? I don't know. I gave it 1.5 stars because it was truly just like, the entire time I was reading it, I was so tense, but like not in a way that was good or like paid off or like said anything. It's like how like there's that thriller, I can't remember, maybe it's even called 3 Hours or something, that's about a school shooting, and like I would never read that. I shouldn't have ever read this. I don't think it's a bad book, because I did think it was written well, But so, just why did I read it? Gave it 1.5 stars just for my experience. The half star above 1 is because it's not badly written. But like, oh my gosh, I would never recommend this. A mother read this of a young child. Like, oh my God. And then the ending was like, fine, but like, not, no, thank you. No, thank you. Not for me. Not this book for me. Not for me. Okay, so I have finished my final book for this vlog, my final Dollar Tree hauled book. This is Where the Grass is Green and the Girls Are Pretty by Lauren Weisberger. So, I did not like this. It is, unfortunately, it is about college admissions fraud. And just like in general, like rich people being dumb and having stupid rich people problems. And I was not entertained by it. I'm giving it 2 stars. Let me actually tell you the plot. We're following these 2 sisters, Peyton and Sky. And Peyton has a daughter named Max. And I don't know how, let me see if this is in the synopsis because, oh, it's not. So I'm not going to tell you what happens, though I kind of already did. But Peyton is like a newscaster, journalist. Max is about to go to college at Princeton. Sky is like a stay-at-home mom of her like 7-year-old in the suburbs. None of them are happy. And they just continue to have rich people problems. And I get that part of the point of the book was to point out the difference between rich people problems and actual problems. But I just didn't find anything that I could latch onto that as redeemable about the characters. I didn't like any of them, and I think we were supposed to. I liked Max, the teenager, but and I liked the kid, Aurora, the 7-year-old, but she's 7. I didn't like any of the adults in this book, and it just was a little bit insufferable to follow them. Because I don't think it was very effective in its theming either. Like, I think it was partially to show the themes of the book were partially showing rich people problems and like the disconnect between the world that rich people live in and the world that most people live in. But it was also to show like, I think a little bit humanizing rich people, that like rich people are people too and can be unhappy. And it's like, I just don't care about that. It's just not a compelling narrative to me. And yeah, I didn't really like it. I struggled to get through it. I mean, it was readable. I just there was nothing for me to latch onto. There was no intrigue and there was no redeeming, likable characters that I just I didn't like it. I gave it 2 stars, higher than the other one, Fierce Kingdom, because that one was like actively extremely unpleasant to read, and this was just like annoying to read, but did not like it. 2 stars. And that is the final book I read for this video. I'm going to grab the whole stack and hold it up for you. So these are the 6 books that I read from the Dollar Tree. We had, my least favorite was Fierce Kingdom. I'm going to rank them for you, even though I don't really remember my ratings. I'm just going to rank them based on vibes currently right now. Fierce Kingdom was my least favorite. Followed by Where the Grass is Green and the Girls Are Pretty. Followed by, I think, Miss Aldrich Regrets. And then On the Rooftop. And then Liar's Beach. And my favorite, the one I actually liked, was Other People's Clothes by Talia Henkel. So I guess the question becomes, can you get actual real good books at the Dollar Tree? And I think the answer is yes. Like, I think out of any selection of books I hadn't heard of, if I just basically at random or like at quick glance at the synopsis picked 6, I probably would have a pretty similar success rate. I did find one that I really genuinely enjoyed. I have bumped my rating to a 4.5 on my spreadsheet. I think this was a really good book. And these are all like legit books. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't know that you can get like actual books at the Dollar Tree, and that I didn't know that before Martine taught me that. So I hope you've enjoyed coming along with me on this journey through some Dollar Tree books. And I would invite you to look out tomorrow on Adriana's channel, Carbon Bonded Books. She'll be linked down in the description, because on her channel coming tomorrow is the next installment in 12 More TBRs of Friendship. And of course, subscribe to Martine, who inspired this whole thing. She's incredible. She's also linked down below and maybe even in the title. And yeah, comment down below, have you ever gotten a book at the Dollar Tree? And did you like it? Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one, coming very soon. Bye!